It's Rare Whiskey Friday!
Is it Rare Whiskey Friday?
It's Rare Whiskey Friday!
Okay. All right. So Rare
Son of a bitch.
Rare Whiskey Friday. Basically, these are whiskeys that are not necessarily giant brands. Sometimes they are, but it's more often than not going to be craft distilleries, really brands that don't have a tremendous amount of distribution. It's going to be really hard to get your hands on. If you're fortunate enough to be in an area where you can get your hand on this whiskey, you are welcome for the review.
Yeah.
And especially the thank you to the Magnificent Bastards that send this stuff in, because it is very often weird, unique, interesting. Here we go.
Like Garrett Weston, who sent in this bottle.
Garrett Weston, you magnificent bastard!
Fight.
Now, here's the deal. Garrett Weston also sent in a Smoky Monkey.
Oh.
But after we had already reviewed the Smoky Monkey, and he said, and I told him, hey, we already got it.
Right.
He said, I'm going to send it anyway so you have a backup. Right?
Oh,
and then he said, would you be willing to christen me Monkey Hunter? And
Garrett Weston, you monkey hunter of whiskey.
I loved that. Who's that? I'm Garrett Weston. I'm a monkey hunter.
Finger guns.
I like
are
to do
involved.
finger guns. All right, so this is Coppersea, which is in New York.
Is this a new make?
This is a new make rye.
This is a perfumey, grainy, funky new make rye.
The cool thing about these guys, for one, I like the label.
Perfumey in the sense that it's not sweet perfume, but just the intensity of that nose is just right there, very present.
So whiskey distilled from rye mash, New York, raw rye. These guys are serious, man.
Yeah.
They are floor malting their own grain.
Well, just the vibrance, the richness of that nose.
So you got to hear the steps.
Okay.
They're getting the grain in. They're floor malting their own grain in their own building.
Yep.
They're fermenting in open wooden tanks.
Yeah.
They are distilling on open flame.
Okay.
Direct fired copper
So they're going
stills.
old school, man.
Old school.
Old school. All right.
They probably ride horses to work. They probably don't own vehicles.
They don't do finger guns.
They don't do finger
They
guns.
have 6-shooter. But
The nose has not got the overly ripe funk on a new make that I'm used to.
this is so.
It's nice.
No, yeah, new make. It always seems a little bit raw, right? Kind of basic flavors. It's going to take time and an oak cask to really develop and mature into something super interesting. This though, it's already interesting.
No, it's definitely new make.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
But in terms, as far as I'm talking about the new make
I agree.
spectrum,
I totally agree. Inside that spectrum,
Yeah.
it's a little more subtle, a little less aggressively funky.
and there's
musty.
more layers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost get.
Oh my god, I like that. Who knew I would like that? I like it a lot. I mean, I would put this in my brain in a gin category of like a drinking gin neat, right? I'm not expecting the deep, rich molasses caramels and all the wood notes.
Yeah.
But this is tasty.
I think if you like gin, there's enough herbal quality there. There's enough. Gosh, man, the flavors. The experience and the notes that I have to draw from are 99% whiskeys.
Yeah.
And in the new make category, before that's actually been, until it's actually grown into those flavors.
Right.
I'm struggling to find words.
So good. Okay, move on. Remember, we have to do short analysis of these.
First impressions.
First impressions only.
So that's okay. Coppersea.
That's good.
Worth remembering.
Really good. I would love to try their actual whiskey. Sweetgrass from Maine, one of the only states in the U.S. I've never been to.
One more thing on the Coppersea. I figured out what the smell and the taste was. It was so undefinable.
What?
It's the smell of the lumberyard.
Oh, yeah.
With these sweet elements that I haven't defined yet, but there's a lumberyard element to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. So Sweetgrass is a winery in Maine.
Okay.
And they decided to make a malt whiskey.
Sure.
They aged it for 7 years before they released their first whiskey.
Okay. Now,
That's hardcore.
well, no, just a quick moment. Because I think in yesterday's episode, or maybe the day before, we're doing like a 25-year-old whiskey. We're pouring scotches that are decades old.
But in the U.S.
And it's pretty common for decades old. And if you get even close to 10 years in the States, you'd be like,
damn.
7 years.
Yeah, it's real.
Amazing.
Look at how light that is, though, right?
Yeah.
Remember, they're in Maine, so they're way up north.
No,
they're not
they're
getting
up
the
there.
heat of Texas.
They're up there.
But this is Cliff Smith, patron saint of whiskey.
Cliff Smith, your patron saint of whiskey.
Oh, we were off. All right. Ooh, that is a bubblegum candy note.
Son of a bitch.
It's bubblegum like Big League Chew. Like the dusty bubblegum packet of Big League Chew.
Yeah.
In the little bag. Wow, that's bizarre.
It's actually a very accurate note.
This is batch 1, bottle 423.
It's like a spicy bubble gum. The
It
dusty
is.
bubble gum.
I can't get over the nose is so dramatic like that. It tastes like it too. There's a little more spice to it,
Right.
almost cinnamon,
Almost cinnamon. It's
but
like,
it doesn't become cinnamon gum.
so I would say Big League Chew dustiness.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of cinnamon, a tiny thread of an herbal layer.
Yeah.
Underneath that. Yeah. And then the bubblegum Big League Chew, that's the finish.
Dude, look at that.
That's
cork.
the thing that stays with you. That's a cool ass cork, man.
Yeah, isn't it?
It looks like a copper.
like copper.
Like a copper patina.
Yeah, but it's not. It's plastic.
I like patinas.
But it looks like patina. I like this one. It's a little candy sweet for me.
How do we patina a cork?
The little tab you're supposed to use to get this cork off this damn bottle snapped off.
Do you need an adult?
Yeah, give it a try.
All right.
My knife is back in my office.
Barehanded.
Oh, you got out keys. That's cheating.
Barehanded.
You're cheating.
You just stay right there.
You're
Not
cheating.
using anything other than my masculine hands.
Yes.
Okay, and then you. Holy shit, that is thick,
I
man.
told you.
Golly, that is thick.
There we go. Got it. All right.
I loosened it.
So remember that white.
I loosened it.
Remember the distillery, White Tiger Distillery, that we had today with the rice whiskey? The guy who came from
was it like almost
Thailand, the Philippines to the U.S.?
Yeah, it's a funky adventure.
Yeah, it was ex-military.
Yeah.
And now he's making whiskey, and that was an old family recipe, Lao,
Yeah.
right?
Another funky adventure. Here we go.
This is one that he did specifically for the local Masonic Lodge, I think, Blue Lodge Edition.
Yeah.
Master Mason. This is a blended whiskey, cask strength.
Blended whiskey.
Which means it's a blend of all the different things they were doing.
Is this rice-based?
It's not any single category in general. Don't know what the mash bill is. Could not find any information about it.
So there are gleamings of that White Tiger.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's
The
absolutely
funky
the-
adventure.
almost the sochu
almost
or baijiu.
Almost like a fish sauce type of deal,
Yeah.
but not as like briny, salty.
Whoa. The taste I prefer to the smell. The nose is that funky, musty, fishy note.
What? I don't want to say fishy. I think fishy's the wrong. So I
It's baijiu.
I retract.
It's a note of baijiu.
But most people don't know what baijiu is.
No, but
Not fishy though. It's not
if
fishy.
you ever go find baijiu, you'll see
It's not fishy.
I'm correct.
It's not fishy, but there's elements in that whole scene. So I said it's not really briny. I'm gonna say yeah, it is. It's briny. I'm retracting.
that
I'm
glass is-
retracting me saying not briny. I'm saying there's a brininess. That seaside brininess, not a fishiness though. But
That
there's
glass is
the
toast now.
saltiness that you get from fish sauce without the fishiness. It's weird, man.
That glass no longer works.
It threw us off the first time with the White Tiger, and it's thrown
It
us
did.
off this.
It really is.
It is the definition of funky adventure.
Yes, and so because of that, look, they did it again. Like, there's no way to get this.
Oh, just bite it.
Okay, so this is the Blue Lodge. Oh, look, now I'm spinning the entire wax top. I can't get it out of the bottle. Nope, it's not enough.
Dude,
Ow!
I'm out. Oh, this will do it.
Yep. Ah, you got it! It just moved.
Yeah.
Rye.
No, it's not.
So this is the same distillery,
This is rye?
and this is rye whiskey.
Only rye?
White Tiger, rye, also from Cliff.
Right. Is this only rye? Cliff's with you, magnificent.
No, he's the patron saint.
Patron saint.
We already
Ding, ding,
patron
ding. I know,
sainted him.
I'm just going around.
Sweet Jesus.
Let me have fun with the people.
It smells like all the other things we keep getting from that distillery.
So that's what my question was is this 100% a rye, or did they do like
Well, it's got to be a mash bill.
mostly rye, or then a tremendous amount of that rice? I'm thinking the rice has to be this common element for that flavor profile. If there's no rice in here, it's like, what is this distillery doing to get these flavors out of the whiskey?
It does taste more like the actual whiskey than like the funky musty note that's in the nose.
Right.
But it's still got that Baijiu hint, and then you add to it that weird dry rye spice.
There's a hint of bitters.
Yeah.
Bitters. Like the thing you put into cocktails. There's some bitters.
Yeah, I'm out.
And then there's and
And I'm getting a new glass.
like a aspartame finish.
Yeah. Fake sugar.
Aspartame finish. Then there's
Almost medicinal.
if you want to explore whiskeys, and this is kind of these types of flavors in and of themselves, I'm reaching for a bunch of other things before I reach for that. But just to have the experience and know what is possible within the category of whiskey, that is so weird and different and an outlier experience.
So weird.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to end with Dalmore Valour. This is also a gift from John Pertwee.
John Pertwee, you magnificent bastard.
Fight.
So this is once again a travel retail exclusive.
The Valour.
The Valour. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, is the one where they start with sherry and bourbon cask and then they finish it in port barrels.
Okay. Sherry, bourbon, port. Fair enough. 40%. Yeah, Dalmore's rocking the 40%.
This one's way more
This
old lady perfumey.
has dust on it.
Yeah. This is way more old lady perfumey than
Did John
the
send
last
this,
one.
Did John send this a long time ago?
No. It's all at the same time as we got the last one.
All right. Almost. This is more of a vegetal note than I've ever had out of a Dalmore.
But it's still densely perfumey.
A perfumey vegetal note. It's your grandma eating a plate of steamed vegetables.
Oh God, that sounds terrible.
That's just it's your grandma eating a plate of steamed vegetables.
And the taste is a little bit more
Sweeter on the taste.
simply sweet.
Sweeter on the taste.
And it's not complex, it's simply sweet.
It absolutely is. You're on the nose. You're prepared for there's vegetal notes and there's some funky whatever that's weird for a Dalmore. And then you get into the taste, and where you usually get a wave of like dark fruits, maybe some nuttiness, some walnuts in there, even at lower percentage proofs than But this is the most basically sweet Dalmore I think I've had.
Yeah, period.
There's a thread of like a raisiny cherry, raisiny cherry. This is on the second approach.
Okay.
First time, basic sugary sweetness. Go back again.
If I chew it and swish it around, then I can get to the raisin.
There's some sweet tart candy in there too.
Yeah.
It's a sweet tart candy sweetness. Little bit of the raisin, but yeah. In terms of, this is one of the most simple Dalmores we've had.
Yeah.
If you just like simple, easy whiskeys, then the Valour.
The cool thing is how different it is from the other travel retail exclusives.
No.
It's not like they're all the same. So that Liceo is...
Well,
I actually kind of dug
and
that
that's why I am curious about things like duty-free whiskeys, because every once in a while you'll have something go through there, and it's like, it's a duty-free exclusive.
I wish I could have tried it.
That's inconvenient,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's phenomenal. This is amazing. This is special. And other things, it'll go through a duty-free type of distribution. It's like, well, maybe duty-free is just where they put the stuff
That didn't quite fit.
Didn't quite fit anything else. It's like, just put it in the duty-free shop. Just duty-free.
We'll just offload it to duty-free.
And I can't find the commonality of duty-free release.
Yeah, because this feels more like a, it, send it to duty-free. And the other one feels like that's a nice little special release.
Oh, absolutely. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, a fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.